Hello, YouTube. How's it going? I'm Psycho Yaiko. Welcome back to WYPS YT for YouTube. I'm Psycho Yaiko, of course, and this is going to be another Christmas break stream. A chill stream for anyone to come in and join, just shoot the shit, touch base with anyone, sing about what's going to be happening throughout Christmas break. And yes, tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Very exciting. I'm going to be finding out what's going to become of Christmas Eve, finding out who's going to be joining my family. It turns out I actually have an aunt who's coming from across the state. I have a relative who's picking her up. It's going to be a long drive to her house and to pick her up and then bring her back at my place to celebrate the Christmas holidays. And yes, just last night I was watching a Christmas classic, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, followed by another Christmas classic, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the animated one from the 60s, I think it was. And yeah, yesterday I was talking with the side hustler J03, or J-Dog, as you'd like to call him, J-Dog. That's his new alias, J. And yeah, we were talking about what Christmas feast we're going to be having. Some people have turkey, some people have ham. For a Christmas Eve feast, I'm going to be having prime rib with homemade mashed spuds. And yeah, I really don't know who's going to be coming and who isn't going to be coming. I don't know if there's anyone in the chat at the moment, but let me take a look. So far, no one. Winter King says, I'm doing my Christmas at my grandparents', and later tonight I'm going to celebrate it later tonight. Oh, that's cool. I hope you have fun, Winter King. I really did like talking with the side hustler, J03, or J-Dog as you would. Quite a nice audience at the moment, seeing as how there weren't a lot of people who decided to come in. I did send the link to Lady M, and I wonder if Firelord Curzon was active an hour ago. In case you should know, Firelord celebrates Christmas on January 7th, saying how he lives somewhere in Eastern Europe. In the Eastern European Orthodox calendar, I think they celebrate Christmas on January 7th. If I remember correctly. And where was I? The Nightmare, no, not. Santa Claus is Coming to Town is another Christmas classic. The thing that I really like about it is how they used juxtaposition in that movie. There were some elements of juxtaposition. Christmas Day will be my chill day. Ah, very cool. One good example of juxtaposition in Santa Claus is Coming to Town, the Kringles were singing about how there will be twin makers to the king, while on the other hand, the antagonist, the Burgermeister, Meisterburger, he was singing about there being no twin makers to the king. Good example of juxtaposition. I'm trying to think of another Christmas movie that has an element of juxtaposition in it or two. I'm trying to think. Home Alone. In one scene, there's where Kevin McAllister was watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and the song was playing Mr. Grinch, and you have a montage of the Grinch stealing a bunch of Christmas ornaments and Christmas toys, and then while he's watching it, you get a shot of the Wet Bandits in their van, and they're pulling up to Kevin's house to try to steal from the McAllisters. That's a good example of juxtaposition, I think. If that is juxtaposition, if I remember correctly. Is that juxtaposition? I don't know, but still you get my drift. Pink Hyde says, hey, how you been? Yeah, I decided this should be my new Christmas background because the American flag background was getting a little bit old. It's not as festive. I mean, if we're talking some patriotic celebrations like July 4th, maybe even Veterans Day or Memorial Day, then that'd be something. I love Home Alone. Good for you. Now, yesterday I was watching Violent Night with J-Dog. That's a more new Christmas classic. I don't think my aunt has seen that yet, but that should be a classic for me and my aunt, and the rest of the family to watch, since that's like a new Christmas classic that me and the others are getting into. But the thing that I also like, too, about Violent Night is how they managed to pay homage to the director of Chris Columbus, Home Alone. that movie by Chris Columbus. It's a Chris Columbus film, and they used some booby traps in it that would be like something that you would see in Home Alone, like the nail on the ladder, and except the only difference is that that ladder trap happened to take a darker turn in a way that Home Alone never managed to do. Imagine saying Home Alone. Nice. Yeah. And you guys gonna come in? I don't know if I'm gonna keep this up any longer, depending on who comes in or who doesn't. I wonder who's liking my live stream so far. Let me check. My family makes the best homemade mashed potatoes, especially. I mean, I've had homemade mashed potatoes before on any other celebration, but on Christmas, since it's a special occasion, that's when we decide to make the homemade mashed potatoes. Me and my other relatives, we usually do the fast make mashed potatoes, where you just take the mix, pour it in with water, mix it up real good, and you have instant mashed potatoes. Oh, and look who came to visit, Firelord. Hey, how you been?
Give me a moment.
Oh, okay. Oh, hey, Outer Heaven, how you been? You want to come in for a visit? I'll send the link to you on Discord if you're interested. Let me see if I can find Outer Heaven. So, how have you been, Firelord?
Okay. Well, past several weeks it has been, shall I say, quote unquote, shitty, and even throughout the year of 2023. 2023 just blows, I should say.
Yeah, I hear you. Maybe you could blame me. I mean, the war in Ukraine that's continuing, the coronavirus, the fears of coronavirus, the conflict and the controversy behind Israel and Palestine, the accusations or the how would you put it? The Israelis launching their missiles at the Palestinians in Gaza. It's been a mess all the way around.
True. It's been a goddamn mess for that. Not to mention, I also had to deal with something else behind the scenes that I had to be dealt with, and to be honest, it wasn't fun. It was no fun.
Yeah. How the whole fight with the Palestinians and the Israelis, how it has impacted my country here on a national standpoint. There was a person from a college, Representative Elise Stefanik, repeatedly asked for presidents of Harvard and Penn if calling for the genocide of Jews violated the school's code of conduct in a contentious congressional hearing. But this was something, I'm not going to focus on it way too much, but I'm going to let you take a look at the clip. As a result, one of the women who worked at that college, I think, had to resign because of it.
Damn.
Calling for the genocide of Jews, does that constitute bullying or harassment?
If the
Yes
speech
or no?
becomes, if the speech becomes conduct, it can be harassment. Yes.
Conduct meaning committing the act of genocide? The answer is yes. And Dr. Gay, at Harvard, does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
It can be, depending on the context.
What's the
But you're
context?
still calling for genocide
Targeted
of
as an
people based
individual,
on their religious
targeted at
background.
an
That's not
individual.
protected
It's
speech.
targeted at
Pervasive.
Jewish students, Jewish individuals. I will ask you one more time. Does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Harvard's rules of bullying and harassment? Yes or no?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric. When
And is it
crosses into
anti-Semitic rhetoric?
Anti-Semitic rhetoric, when it crosses into conduct that amounts to bullying, harassment, intimidation, that is actionable conduct, and we do take action.
So the answer is yes, that calling for the genocide of Jews violates Harvard Code of Conduct, correct?
Again, It depends on the
For
context.
fuck's
Does not
sake.
depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign. These are unacceptable answers across the board.
Jesus Christ.
The footage was courtesy of the New York Times, and it turns out as a result, Miss Liz McGill, who works at Harvard, she had to resign because of it. Well, it goes to
God.
show you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And about that whole thing, if you're calling for the genocide solely based on their religious background, this is not a sentiment that you should disagree with. It's hate speech. Full stop.
True.
You're inciting violence on a particular religious group based on their religion. That's not protected. Full stop.
And if you can actually provide a link to me, what you tell what you're showing to me, I gotta have that a link from my Discord so that I can actually be able to use it effectively at what I was just witnessing here. God damn, what a goddamn mess that I'm witnessing here. Oh, by the way, Lady M Light is in the street. I thought
Yeah.
we should do that.
Right before I put her in, I'm just going to say that this is ridiculous. There's no need to call for incitement of violence on Jews based on their religion, but at the same time, I do not condone the unfair treatment of the Palestinians at the same time. It's like to say, ends don't justify the means. But yeah,
Blatant favoritism. Blatant favoritism.
yeah, it's bias. But what can you do? I'm gonna stop sharing and let Lady M. I want to make this more chill because I don't want to focus too much on foreign affairs. I want to make this Christmas themed. Lady
Yes.
M, welcome.
Oh,
Sorry.
hey.
I was kind of
You're
going
good.
off. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was kind of going off on a tangent because Farler was talking about how 2023 has been shitty, and I was sharing with him some of the posts on social media, the video footage, and as a result, yeah. But I'm going to
Yes.
share this with Firelord. So far,
Yes.
Lady M, how's your Christmas been so far? Your winter break, I should say.
It's been good.
Oh yes.
The break's been pretty good.
Oh yes, Psycho. I should mention this. I think I need to make that clear, abundantly clear for that. I don't actually celebrate Christmas on December. Instead, I celebrate it on
January 7th.
Yes.
January 7th. I was talking about that earlier in the stream. I said because Firelord is in a country in Eastern Europe that has a religion based more on the Eastern European Orthodox view, it's kind of more prominent in January where Christmas is celebrated. In this case, the 7th.
Yes, which is true, and some people might even call it as a irregular Christmas, which is something that tend to call it that.
Oh, I see Jay is in the chat. Hey Jay, how you been?
A few days ago, actually about 10 hours ago, I've actually witnessed some particular female clothing that I'm actually fascinated by it, and to an extent, looks like it's a bit of a military outfit in some ways, except it's a bit of a, I don't know, how would you say it? I'll just show it to you, just so you can see for yourself, and please don't showcase it to the public, so you can see for yourself.
Just send it to me in the chat. So, Lady M,
Well,
you said
you.
Yeah, you can just send it. Oh yeah, let me check. I'm not going to share it though, out of respect.
Yes, out of respect. Take a look at that.
Oh, that looks really cool.
It looks to be like it's a military wool coat that has asymmetrical buttons that is colored with the hunter green color.
Yeah. I wonder if Outer Heaven's gonna join. I mean, I sent him the link and he stopped in the chat. I wonder if he'll come in maybe. But so, Lady M, have you been watching any Christmas flicks lately? Yesterday, J-Dog and I were watching Violent Night.
That one I never heard of, but yeah, no, I've been watching a lot of them. I've seen, of course, Bad Santa one, but I finally got to see the second one and the third one. Apparently, didn't know they had a third one.
You obviously haven't seen Elf, right?
Yes, watched it. Let's see, what else have I watched? I believe, Planes, Automobiles, and the one with John Candy and stuff. You get that one. And Steve Martin. I can't remember. Yeah, I always forget the name of it. So I have a hard time remembering the name because. What's another one? I've watched, of course, the obvious ones. I only watch the second and third of the Santa Claus franchise, but that's only certain parts of it. I don't watch the whole entire films.
Have you seen any movies that are coming out in theaters? I mean, in the past week, I was watching this one movie. I saw the new Wonka movie. That was actually really clever. It was really creative. It gives you the little insight of the backstory
I
of
did
Wonka and
not.
how he
It did
wrote.
not look that great to me because how Hugh Grant playing the Oompa Loompa, that just looked off. Mm-mm.
Yeah, but you should watch it. I'd say it's worth a shot if you watch it. Rowan Atkinson is actually in that movie too.
Mm.
Rowan Atkinson, the guy who played Mr. Bean, he's in that movie too. And
Yeah.
I
Uh-huh.
also watched, this is kind of embarrassing to admit, in theaters, I saw the new Disney movie, Wish. Now, my personal thought of it, it wasn't bad. It was watchable, but overall, it was just mediocre. Mediocrity at best.
For me, I have seen people react to the whole entire film. What I have seen of it, I do not like. Where I don't mind the animation's at best, but the villain is what got me off of it. No, I don't like it. It's not a true Disney villain, like they said. Yeah, because he's already in power, and there's many flaws with him. The song sucks.
Yeah, the songs. But my only critique of it, my main critique of it, is the fact that the story overall is mediocre at best. The magic wishes in it don't seem to make sense because if that girl has that magic wishing star, why can't she just use it to make sure to grant the wishes out the blue all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, yeah, the character design, the gradients, they didn't of the color gradients of the characters, they really didn't seem to pop as much either. And the story overall, it was just mediocre at best. It wasn't the greatest, but overall, I thought it was watchable. And the character and the thing that really seemed to make the movie flawed, at least maybe to somewhat of a degree, was the fact that the idea of the king being the villain, it was already starting to become apparent, even from the beginning. I mean, to have some more character development, Disney has some ways of coming up with these twist villains. They've done it before, but it isn't exactly a plot twist because you already get the feeling of the king being a villain even from the beginning. It's blah, I should say.
Yeah.
Not that dynamic, not that exciting, but still somewhat watchable. But that's probably my
The
personal.
film, yeah, the film I saw in theaters was they just re-put it in theaters due to Christmas. Was Jim Carrey's Grinch? I saw it with the family and a couple other people. Yeah, we all went to see it, and I saw a lot of other people in theaters that went to see it. And even who we saw it with, we had a child with us and stuff. They were actually mimicking the film to one of the kids that was mimicking it.
Oh,
So yeah, no, it was really funny. Saying, "Yeah, I'm an idiot." I'm like a kid doing that. I'm like, I laughed when I heard that the kid was doing that. I couldn't believe that.
Whoa, that's really mature, copying everything I say.
Yeah, I couldn't believe I saw the kid doing that.
I could use a little social interaction.
And every time he was going down of course, the dump thing, the kid was just going, wee!
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just funny.
Psycho, I actually should have said this, but you should have seen the stream, and I'm not going to disclose it here on the public, but even when you bought the movie Wonka, we actually did talk about the in one of the other streams I was in. I'm not going to mention who, but me and the others, even ZTB was there at one point. That he actually brought up. He talked about Wonka, and we were just shooting the shit there. And at one point, he said like a Willy Wonka, like Wonka, and I said like, and then at one point he uses the word even after I just finished my sentence saying what like Wonka, like wanka, like he deliberately said wanka. Willy Wonka, and the other guy I was just saying again, Willy Wonka in the chocolate Wonka factory. Although I might be misinterpreting it, but it's actually quite funny that you really should have to hit the stream for yourself right after the stream ends. So I recommend watching that after this because it's so funny that ZTB brought that up.
Okay, that's definitely something to consider. So, Lady M, what's your idea of Oh, I was talking with Jay about this. What's your idea of a Christmas feast?
Oh, mine, it's pretty much similar to Thanksgiving, but we instead of turkey we have ham. We add in fruit salad. So yeah, it's pretty similar to Thanksgiving.
My family makes homemade mashed potatoes, and we have a prime rib. It's expensive, but definitely worth a buy for a Christmas celebration.
Yeah.
And when I say grace, here's something I do. I say the Pledge of Allegiance, like the aunt from Home Alone. No, not Home Alone. Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation.
Mm.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Okay.
Yeah, and then of course having hot chocolate, we usually do that, and to spend time together, and usually have like family game night. That's usually what we do.
You play charades?
Mm. No, usually a board game or a card game. All
Oh,
depends.
what's your favorite board game that you play with your family on during the Christmas season, during winter break, I should say?
I would probably say Villainous, or
Okay.
it's a Disney board game.
Oh, okay.
Similar to D&D, but more
D&D.
like easier to understand. Another one would be card game wise. I have to say Cards Against Humanity, that we all know.
We really need to play Cards Against Humanity at some point. We ain't leaving that shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Psycho, what's the clip that I just sent you? This was actually the funniest moment that Leon made. It was streamed 3 years ago. Well, actually, almost 4 years. So at the time when pandemic happened, this had to be the funniest moment of my life that I actually watched the stream.
Okay. Lady M, while you drink hot chocolate, what kind of brand of hot chocolate is it that you know drinking? Is it Swiss Miss?
Yeah, we've had that. We've had Nestle, or Nestle, however you pronounce it. Yeah,
Nestle.
Nestle, Swiss Miss, Ghirardelli. We've had pretty much multiple brands. I enjoy them all.
Very good. Now, I've told Jay about this. What I do on occasion is that I take the little packets of Swiss Miss, and eat the powder with spoonfuls. It's actually good that way. I'm just saying, it's good. I'm sorry, but it tastes good that way. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I actually took when I had my hot chocolate done, I actually put a candy cane inside, and I'm like, oh, nice and minty.
Oh, that's actually something that other people have done before you. You're not the only one.
Yeah, no, that's the first time I've ever done that this year.
First time. I've done it with cream savers before. From Lifesavers,
Oh,
you should try it sometime.
I might try that. Yeah.
Oh, you should. Definitely worth it.
Another one we're looking at doing is hot cocoa bombs.
Yo, Psycho, I don't know if you remember being with me. Good, how about you? Yeah, he's a dude. He's some bloke that I went to school with. That's all. Yeah, I've been good.
Okay. Is that something you've ever done? Had a hot cocoa bomb?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What's your favorite Christmas gift that you've had before?
I don't have a favorite, honestly.
You don't have a favorite? Okay.
Yeah, no. I'm not like that, no.
Oh, okay. Now,
If I had to go far back as being a kid and picking one that I remember the most, it was probably when I got, like most kids, when they usually get the vehicles they get to drive.
oh yeah. I mean, I was
Yeah.
a fanatical about Christmas all throughout my childhood. I mean, I was talking to Jay about this, but as the years start to go on, you start to get a little less enthusiastic about the presents. You start to want a lot less. When I was a lot younger, I remember wanting a huge collection of Thomas the Train themed toys for Christmas. That was like my go-to idea of Christmas presents. But as I get older now, I've told Jay about this. I really don't want much. I just want a couple of bags of the Tootsie Fruity candies. One that's blue raspberry flavored and the other that's fruit punch flavored. And there's 2 unreleased albums that I want to get for Christmas in an MP3 format by a couple of music artists.
Mhm.
But if I'm able to get those, then my Christmas would be complete. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's how it becomes with Christmas. Much like I think with birthdays, most people are like, I don't want much.
Yeah. But I always go out to like a fancy restaurant for my birthday. I go out to a Texas themed restaurant. Steak fries, let's see, what's artichoke blossoms as the appetizer.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Sounds like good stuff. Never had it.
Oh yeah, it's a good place. And I always go for some pizza too on Fridays and Saturdays too. I really don't know what else I want for my birthday much either, but I have some relatives who are like going to surprise me with a few Christmas presents. If you guys go to work, do you ever have any like things that you do for like Christmas activity or the such? Because at my workplace, we were doing this like giving tree where we had to surprise our coworkers. We were this secret Santa, if you would. We pick out a tab. We don't know the name of the coworker we're getting a present for, and then we find out, and then you have to get it for them. I gave a $20 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts to one of my coworker, and from a coworker, I got a $15 gift card for Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, because no, I knew someone that was doing that as well, but they had done it for days and then eventually got revealed the Secret Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, personally, no, work, no, they don't do that. We didn't do that. We just done a Christmas party and it was swamped because it was not just the one store, it was 2 different stores. And so yeah, it was just multiple stores all in one location. It's like, okay, yeah, no, 2 packed and wasn't very good for a Christmas thing going on in a small place.
Mm-hmm. I gotta say, trying to think. Oh, I just remember the first time when I was hearing about this Secret Santa. Me and my other coworkers were having a field day. It was like, who is the person we're going to be getting something for, and what should I get for them? But at the end of the day, I just stick to gift cards. It's more convenient because if you're giving someone a gift card, you don't know exactly what material thing that they want to get. So if you just give them a gift card with money on it, that way you can be able to let them buy whatever it is they want to buy with the money that you got them for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I already did my Christmas shopping. I just got like gift cards for my family, 50 to 100%, $50 to $100 for something. I just give my family members $50 gift cards. I have a family member who has Amazon Prime, so with her $50 gift card, she can buy a whole art set for things that she wants to do for art-related material that she wants to create.
Yeah, because unless like that would probably be me. That's like either do a card or do cash, or either if depending how well you know the person, if they're maybe going on a trip. Like I know families going on a trip this coming year to somewhere, get something related that they can use on the trip. It just all depends on what they're up to or could be doing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm.
Do any of you guys have any New Year's resolutions?
I'd probably say definitely gonna be more social detoxing like I've been doing, as you could see a lot already. I've been doing that, yeah. I'm still on also not. Yeah, focusing more on myself, focus more on yourself, prioritize things. Just different tips, all things. Pretty much what everybody says nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you gotta be by yourself. Needless to say, the internet overall doesn't care about your well-being as long as you're entertaining, meaning that you have to take care of yourself. Not trying to be preachy, but this is just fact.
Yeah, I'm good, Anthony Luna.
My New Year's resolution, I just hope to get a new driver's license, and when I do, I feel that will better my chances of me getting a job that I went to college for. Yeah. Hmm.
Mm.
As we were talking about Christmas classics on my last stream, I have to say that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is a good classic, but it does have some controversy surrounding it, and I can see why, at least maybe to somewhat of a degree, because one of the critiques that I have about it is how everyone treats Rudolph like shit because of his glowing nose. Before his friends knew about his glowing nose, they noticed that how high he could jump. That was really great for them, but all of a sudden they find out that he has a glowing nose, and now that's a problem all of a sudden. Even after seeing how high that he could jump and fly with his abilities, and by the end of the movie, they finally decide that his nose is helpful all of a sudden. If I were Rudolph and if I were in Rudolph's situation, I'd be like, "Hey, you treated me like shit all this time. Now you want me to help you? Hell no!" You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Did you hear about the gift cards scams where scammers steal the money on the gift card and then they will put it back on the shelf? I don't think I heard about that.
Oh.
But I do know that there's a lot of scams going around on the holidays. I mean, I remember coming into work and hearing about a local member from law enforcement who talked to my manager. I do know that it involved an illegal use of someone's credit card and a poisonous plant.
Yeah, I've known about how people will do just take the card numbers and yeah, they'll use them, and then not people don't know it. Yeah, no, I've heard of that for a long time.
Well, the wet bandits sure weren't wrong about there being a lot of burglaries and theft around the holidays. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Phew.
And some stores can't do nothing about it because they don't like security can't do nothing or anything. And I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, unless you have good surveillance. But even with surveillance, there are some blind spots.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't have much I'm going to be doing tonight. I probably might go to a tavern. There's going to be like a local band playing, and I'm probably going to help myself to a cocktail, or who knows. And then afterwards, I'm probably going to go home and watch Violent Night with the family.
Mm.
What are some of the things that you want for Christmas this year, Lady M?
I usually have people just particularly surprise me. I don't have no really anything specific that I can think of at the moment.
Fair enough.
I know one tradition we usually always do is pajamas every year. Everybody gets pajamas on Christmas Eve.
Nice. And I'm trying to think. I really don't know what else to talk about. I mean, the Christmas feast is going to be nice. I'm going to be going to my grandparents' house on Christmas Eve. I'm going to be watching my family perform in a Christmas choir at church. Over the past few weeks, they've been in choir practice, and tomorrow evening is the evening where they're going to be singing at church. And I'm also going to be going to midnight mass.
Oh, nice.
I mean, midnight mass it's a very majestic experience. Just walking out of your house midnight, knowing that you got some place that you're going to be going to, the Christmas music, the songs, "Oh Holy Night," the manger scene with the statue of the little baby Jesus and his father Joseph and his mother Mary, the Virgin Mary. It's just it's a very beautiful experience. Very majestic. Definitely worthwhile.
Any particular Christmas song that you enjoy the most during December?
Burl Ives Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. That's the classic that cannot be beat. Fact. That's probably the best rendition of Holly Jolly Christmas I've ever heard.
I don't think I've heard that edition.
Burl Ives Holly Jolly Christmas?
Yeah, I don't think I have. Maybe I did. I don't think so. I've heard so many editions.
That's like the most common one. That's like the most common one.
Yeah. Of course.
What is showing me that picture for, Fire Lord? Why that picture?
What I missed? What happened?
I'll just
What?
send the picture. I'll just send the picture. I'll share with you the picture because now that you mentioned it.
Oh,
You seen it?
oh dear.
You're gonna see that in a moment.
Okay. Let me share a screen, just for the sake of it.
And try to avoid getting my personal name shown on screen because I don't want it to be seen.
Right, yeah, no. I understand.
Hang on. Let me share a screen.
Give it a moment.
What the?
What the frick, mate?
Is that a
The-
screen save? A
Mhm.
screen cap? Oh my gee.
It's the moment when you got. It's the moment when you got legitimately pissed off for someone framing you for something you didn't actually say,
Yeah.
never
wow.
or never even interacted with at all.
Oh, don't even start on that. I'm not gonna focus much on that. I want to make this as chill as possible. But that was a really funny picture that you had to share, Firelord. Really funny.
Yes, it is a bit funny, even if it's a bit of not funny how it's supposed to be. But come on, you gotta cut me some slack.
Oh yeah, that was funny though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Anytime I actually. Oh, damn, Outer Heaven.
Ooh. Yeah, yeah, Outer Heaven, yeah, nice.
I
Have you
actually
seen the
have
bad
a-
Santa? Oh
Well,
god,
he
gee,
was
your
talking.
friend
He
Anthony.
was. Yes, he was actually asking that. What I was actually. I have a shit ton of pictures that I tend to screen caps anybody's face that I can laugh my ass off on that. In fact, there's a shit ton of faces that could be considered as a emoji in some ways that can be considered as such. I mean, hell. The one thing that really it cracks me the fuck up, at least one other thing that you definitely should have to see for yourself is the goddamn face. Actually, before I say that, do you actually know who Dashi Games is, or Dashi XP for that matter?
I believe so, yeah.
Doesn't seem to ring a bell to me.
Doesn't seem to ring a bell to you, Psycho. Well, just sent you on the Discord for the sake of it, but goddamn it, his face is so fucking hilarious as fuck.
Okay.
I mean, I'm actually, you know what? Fuck this. I'm actually gonna have to share a screen just for the sake of this, just so you can see what the fuck am I showing this to you. So you don't have to share the screen yourself.
Very well.
I mean, look at the fucking face. Look at the fucking face right there.
Oh.
That's funny.
I mean, you can't really do. I mean, no, you can't really do things like that, like that, like he's a fucking mad, or like he's a mad motherfucker like that.
Looks like he's trying to get a floater out of his bowels. Even the prunes are not doing anything for him.
No, not really, but he is legit mad that somebody is entering or breaking into his house. So when he doesn't realize, when the guy doesn't realize that he's entering someone else's house, and just like,
Yeah.
like that's legit funny.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck hell. So I'm gonna have to put myself on foot and say this, and I actually don't give a fuck about because let's be honest, I'm actually no longer a goddamn fan of Mortal Kombat anymore since May of 2020 because
Okay.
a lot of controversial things has been happening for Mortal Kombat, and even I don't really like the goddamn Mortal Kombat 1 the direction they're going with. But on the bright side of things, and this is something that I have always talked about, that the game that's coming out on January of 2024 is definitely coming. It's called Tekken 8.
Oh, okay.
Tekken 8. It's actually the major competitive fighting game that I really like about it.
Just trying these different layouts. That's all.
No, it's all right. And this is what really cracks me out, and this is what makes me want to laugh at this shit by saying, "How about a nice big cup of shut the fuck up?" It's actually quite memedic. It's actually quite memedic, believe it or not. And I actually like the meme for saying, "How about a nice big cup of shut the fuck up?" That's what made me laugh so much. And you know what? The poster does actually kind of remind me of a movie what's called Kelly's Heroes, believe it or not. Kelly's Heroes, and I really recommend you have to watch that movie, Kelly's Heroes, because this is really one of the few comedy joints that they did a movie. So Clint Eastwood was part of the movie, so I want to make that abundantly clear. But goddamn, the Kelly's Heroes is 5 decades old. Jesus Christ. 5 decades old movie, and I think we really need to watch the Kelly's Heroes at some point when we get the chance, because that movie can be funny as shit, but it can be a tad bit boring until you get into the action scene.
Yeah.
From my understanding, the American soldiers that have invaded parts, well, not really invaded, but it's just something that they had to rebel against the German Nazis that they had to deal with.
Yeah.
In one part of a European territory, so to say. So we're definitely going to have to watch that at one point so that we can actually enjoy ourselves for that. Woo! I mean, goddamn, I really enjoyed that fucking movie. I honestly don't know what else am I willing to talk about, because I'm
Out of heaven.
a bit.
Hey, I'm here, guys. I started to join in.
Hello, what's up?
Cool. How you been?
I've been busy just with work and stuff lately. You know, the Christmas crap and all that shit's happening. It's crazy.
Oh, and J-Dog decided to come. About time, guys.
J-Man.
Hey. J-Man.
What's up?
J-Dog.
I hope you're hearing about my ideas of a Christmas feast. What's your idea of a Christmas feast, Outer Heaven? Me and the others were talking about it.
That's a good question. I'm not quite sure. Whatever comes to my mind, what am I in the mood for? I don't know. I don't care. I don't care if it's good food. I'll eat it, enjoy it with some good beer and good drinks and whatever. You know, just to chill and relax. Just watch movies and just lazing about.
Yesterday, J-Dog and I were watching Violent Night. Have you seen that movie yet, Outer Heaven?
I've seen trailers of it, but I have not seen it. I would have watched it, but I was caught busy that time. That I heard. Is it good?
Oh, it's really, really good. I was actually thinking, Outer Heaven, maybe we should watch it on the 25th. I don't know if I'm going to be going live on the 25th. I don't know if you're busy on Christmas. A good number of people are out because it's Christmas. We should probably watch that on the 25th, you and I, and possibly some other people if they're interested in joining.
Yeah, sounds good.
Depending, yeah, it depends on the time.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing it at like 3 p.m. my time.
I might be available, possibly.
Possibly, huh?
I'm off on Christmas Day. I'm working tomorrow on Christmas Eve, and but I'm off on Monday.
Okay. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, so.
Yeah, I have nothing to do. I'll just be just like, well, I got something to do. Then I'll just be at home all day, just relaxing, playing with my cat, and just watching movies. Like what's on TV. Yeah, whatever's good. I just want to relax, sleep because I've been working a lot.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
What's your idea of a New Year's resolution, Outer Heaven? Your New Year's Eve resolution?
Resolutions, man. Every time there's a resolution, there's all that stuff. just try to be better, and also not get involved with certain dramas and get involved with like here in YouTube. Like no offense, you guys are cool and shit.
Oh, of
It's
course,
with other individuals and shit. Like like getting myself involved with and making enemies with certain people, which I have no business with. So I want to avoid that as possible, and I don't care what that
exactly. But I'm not going to mention the name out of respect, but I was talking in the chat with a certain individual. I'm sorry, but he was kind of irritating. And I'm sorry, but I was talking to Lady M about it. It's hard to not it's very easy to get on your last nerve with someone who thinks that all of a sudden their insight on the situation is automatically going to make things better. It's not the case entirely. So that's why
I saw that. I saw that individual. I'm not going to say that name. Yeah. It's not going to happen because we're moving on from this shit. We're not going to even bother.
Yes. Not to mention the fact that 2023 just blows, and even then it's been the shittiest goddamn year that has to happen for all of us.
Exactly, it sucks ass. It's been terrible, been really dark and crazy.
Yeah, 2023 has been awful.
Yeah, the war in Ukraine, which has been going on for at least a whole year now. And in October of this year, I was hearing about the Palestinians finding themselves in the line of fire by the IDF. The whole fight that's going on, the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip that have to face mortar shells, and the same thing with the Israelis too, facing the same thing. It's bullshit.
Yeah, it's clusterfuck. It's clusterfuck. It's terrible.
Right, and then basically, which we all know, like you just said, Psycho. Yeah, how the person wants to go on another year of this. Yeah, no, thank you. No.
Yeah. From what I heard, I think even Leona was moving on from it. And I've been trying to find some ways of trying to move on to it as well. I've been focusing on my writing. I've been focusing on some more of my 3D modeling. I've actually taken some screenshots of my 3D modeling and been posting it to my DeviantArt page, where all of you can check it out for yourselves. And yeah, it's a good place to check it out for some of the art that I posted there. And just recently, I actually, a few hours ago or so, at least an hour ago or so, I posted a new gameplay of Feeding Frenzy.
Cool.
So those are some. Yeah, so those are my ways of been trying to avoid drama. It's better safe than sorry, at least for your sake, because you don't want to have your name out there, getting involved with beef with even some other people, more people you don't even know. It's like Outer Heaven said, it's a clusterfuck.
Yeah, true. Speaking of,
I admit I got myself involved with that shit, but I'm not going to even get involved. I don't even want anyone to know, and don't even get me involved. I just want to talk about this positive things like movie stuff, what's going on. Just
right, yeah. I even remember in my Discord chat after you and me got along after that whole thing, that particular event that you and I had beef with back in 2022. As soon as I invited you on the Discord chat, we were quoting up movies. I was quoting up Goldmember, and you and I were having
that was good. We got to watch more Austin Powers movie or. We have to watch one movie here. Oh man! That Wonka movie came out. I heard it was cringy. Aquaman 2's out too as well.
Wonka wasn't actually all that bad. Rowan Atkinson's in it.
Oh, Rowan Atkinson, yeah. And who plays the Oompa Loompa? While we talk about this, remember?
Rowan Atkinson.
Hugh Grant, the Oompa Loompa. Oh my God, he's so tiny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wanka, Willy Wonka.
Okay, Outer Heaven. That's so funny of you that you had to bring that up, right? In fact, I would actually bring in the one clip that was said in the stream that I was in, but I'm not gonna bet you who because that will ruin the surprise. So
yeah,
ZTB was at one point did say that like Wonka, and I said Wonka in a British accent like Wanka. That cracked me the fuck up when ZTB brought that up. It's so funny the way the ZTB says that. God damn it.
I want really whack.
Really whack?
What are you saying, Lady M?
I said Willy Whack.
Willy Whack. Yeah, he is whack. And by
Willy
the way,
Winky.
Shout out to Leon winning those edible Wonka bars. Man, I want those bars. They're so awesome. I want to buy that shit.
I want to try that. I want to try those too. I want to try some too.
Yeah, shout out to Leon for recommending that shit. I gotta look for that and get high as fucking punch some Oompa Loompas.
How about Willy Winky?
Willy Winky!
No,
it's a nursery rhyme. Upstairs, downstairs in his nightgown, rapping through the window, crying through the lock. Are the children in their beds? No, it's 8 o'clock.
Oh, fuck that, man. Instead of going with that, I'm actually going to be going with the Willy Wonka because it's so fucking funny, even if it sounds
Willy
like
Wonka.
what's funny about Willy Wonka, the movie, is about the Inedios in that movie. A lot of sexual Inedios.
Yeah.
That's right, as he says. Liquor is quicker, but what do you say? Candy is dandy, but liquor is quicker when you're in that top secret that area. And that one machine in the old 1971 movie, it was some weird that machine, Everlasting Gobstoppers, and it was fucking fun and cringy.
Oh, you talking about the 2005 one?
No, the one with Gene Wilder.
Oh, Gene Wilder.
Oh,
You
Gene
didn't like-
Wilder.
Yeah, when he
Yeah, like-
won that Liquor Wonka, and again, Candy's dandy, but liquor's quicker. He was whispering to his ear, like Inedio's in that movie.
So you thought So here's what I'm getting. You thought the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka movie was cringy, right?
Yeah, it wasn't Inedio's. Well, no. 2005 was cringy. What the Johnny Depp one?
Oh, the
Pretty
2005 one.
okay.
I actually like the one from 2005 with Johnny Depp. That was the one I grew up with. I mean, it didn't really focus much on Johnny Depp's character, the fact that he was all quirky in that. But
Yeah.
I really didn't think much of it. I thought it was a good movie all the way around.
It was good. It was
Personally,
the late actor Christopher Lee, who played Wonka's dad, was like always dark and serious.
Oh yeah, dark and sinister. But that's
Yeah, he's
just Tim.
still good. Yeah.
But needless to say, that movie was directed by Tim Burton, so there's definitely going to be that kind of style with quirkiness in it. I mean, that's Tim Burton. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
Go
like-
figure. Batman Returns. Go
Uh-huh.
figure.
That
His
movie, I love
involvement-
that movie.
I'm trying to think of no one. 9, which was a CGI film with a collab by Tim Burton, Timur Bekmambetov, and Shane Acker. The fact that Tim Burton was involved in that movie's production, that also reeks of that macabre kind of feeling that a lot of the Tim Burton movies have.
Shoot, sorry about
And then you
that.
got Alice in Wonderland live action with Tim
Yeah.
Burton.
Mhm.
And then
he was like
El-
on crack.
and then Edward Scissorhands. It's more, yeah, it has darkness in it, but it's a lot more. Also has its good moments too.
It has
It's a really
that
good film.
legendary actor Vincent Price, that old guy.
Mm-hmm.
He played the inventor. Yeah.
Yeah, the inventor. And plus, he was very famous as a dude. Like
Yeah.
before, that guy's legendary in a lot of horror films before he died.
Mm-hmm.
That's another Christmas classic I enjoy watching. I consider both. I watch it for Christmas and Halloween because that's when it starts playing, just like Nightmare Before Christmas. So I watch both during Christmas and Halloween.
Have
Mhm.
you seen Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton? That movie's fucking funny. It's how he gets drunk Santa.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
love.
remember Bad
I
Santa.
watched. I've seen all.
I saw the
I've seen
second
all-
one.
I've
That
seen all
was funny
three.
as fuck. That second was funny too. There was a lot of fucked up shit. I was like, what the hell before?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Another one I watch. It's kind of a love-hate with the movie. Is 8 Crazy Nights with Adam Sandler.
That one was
Oh, yeah.
funny. Excuse me, I'll go take a shower.
I haven't seen it, that one. I remember when Nostalgia Critic was shitting on it, but from the looks of it, I do have some speculations or some thoughts that movie did have potential of being a good film if only it were done right. Overall, it was a hit or miss.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
mostly like butt jokes and freaking Adam was being a dick towards the community. It was drunk as always. It was funny as fuck. And that
I
short
see.
guy, he was making fun of him. Shaving the chest and in the unibrow, and he gets a seizure. You little tiny midget dude. It was funny, good fun.
But I
Yeah,
can imagine it's
Whitey.
probably a lot better than the other movie with Adam Sandler, Jack and Jill.
Oh,
that
that movie was cancer.
Oh, yeah, that was
Oh.
shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's better than Jack and Jill.
Way better, I can imagine.
I like the Water Boy.
Yeah,
that movie was
so-
funny. The Water Boy.
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
Water
so
Boy.
it's probably best
Big
to
Daddy.
watch it and get your own conclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how pretty much died down. Like, no offense. Like, back in the glory days, but he much died down on the days. Like, good. Now, like, the movies he's in, like, come on, man. He lost his edge.
Yeah.
I really don't know because there's one this year that came out. He said the people said he did the one with the lizard. What did he do? The people are saying is really the animation film he should have been doing. I'm trying to remember. Leo, I think is the lizard. Leo the lizard or something like that.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
never heard of that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet though. It looks really good. because it's been teaming up with Geico. Oh,
The Geico,
geez.
oh, the lizard, Geico lizard, the gecko. Oh
The
yeah.
gecko.
Yeah, he's been teaming up with it, and I'm like, oh wow,
He's
like
doing
I've been
off the
teaming.
Geico lizard. I like the old Geico
Yeah, Adam
commercials.
Sandler's character's been partnering with it, and I'm like, wow, okay.
I
Well, he
remember
was
when the
desperate, he's trying to make some money. The guy's been making money.
I remember when the Three Stooges in 2012, the movie by the Farley brothers, Bob Farley and Pete Farley, when they made that movie, The Three Stooges, they made a joke about Geico a few times. There was a one when they were talking about how they don't have any medical insurance, and Larry from the Three Stooges says, "Oh, well, you should get some. Just call that little green alligator guy."
I remember.
Just call the little green alligator guy.
Yeah, look at us, funny.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Which do you prefer, eggnog or hot cocoa? I like both, but I'd probably go hot cocoa more.
Hot cocoa, yeah, with marshmallows. A little
Hot
mini
chocolate marshmallows, yeah.
Oh,
I remember when I
even
had
better? A shot of whiskey in it, a little hot chocolate. Ha ha ha.
Here's another one. I've had eggnog. My first time having eggnog, it almost made me retch. I'm sorry, but it just did.
Eggnog, not my
Same
thing. I
here.
prefer something mixed. Oh, you know what? I like to drink that Irish liquor Bailey's. I drink it the one whole bottle a long time ago. Man, I just drink the whole bottle straight. When I came home, I bought it from work, and I like drink it straight, and I slept fucking great. Like, oh man, best thing in my life. I was watching one movie I bought, Kingsman, Golden Circle. You guys seen the movie?
Oh,
No.
It's the
Hey,
one
guys.
with that British. Oh yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to quote a little something.
Go ahead.
If any of you guys are looking for any last minute gift ideas for me, I have one. I'd like Frank Shirley, my boss right here tonight. I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there on Melody Lane with all the other rich people. And I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye. And I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotted-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah.
Wow.
Where's the
Holy
towel?
fuck! Holy fuck, Psycho! I can't believe it. You just made me remember of that the one that I was watching, the funniest movie insults that they have made in decades.
What movie? Tell me what movie?
Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's.
That one, yes.
Here's another. I'm trying to think of another hilarious insult from an 80s movie. Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Oh, the Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters. I love that. You know, funny enough that he brought that up. Me and Psycho have actually watched the Ghostbusters, the original Ghostbusters, and the other individual, which I'm not going to name here for the sake of respect. He actually said, "Who you gonna call? Don't fuck with us."
That was funny.
Yeah, he actually came up with that line because he thought he was mishearing things. That when we were listening to the song, "Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters," and he ended up saying. We ended up saying, "Don't fuck with us." You know what?
I want to point out something just for the sake of it. Here's the thing. The soundtrack for the Ghostbusters movie was composed by Elmer Bernstein. Elmer Bernstein also composed the soundtrack for Wild Wild West. And the funny thing is, in the song called Wild Wild West by Will Smith, one of the verses it goes, "Who you gonna call? Not the GBs." Coincidence? I think not!
Right.
You know that scene from Incredibles? The scene from
Yeah,
Incredibles.
with the principal. Yeah, the principal doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was the teacher when he
The
was
teacher.
arguing with the principal.
Oh, the
When
teacher.
Dash
Yeah,
was
no, the
doing
teacher,
his
not
fault.
the principal. My bad. Yeah, the teacher, not the
Yeah,
principal.
he was reporting to
Yeah,
Dash. Your son is an insolence to the class. He's a nonsense. Yeah, he got triggered by Dash's powers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's just in the
We
principal's
gotta watch
office.
Incredibles,
My
man. We gotta
bad.
watch Incredibles.
Oh,
The
yeah,
one
me
like
too.
he gets argued by his boss. A company is like a drawing clock.
Mm-hmm.
They don't make good movies no more. The Incredibles. I wish they made 1 and 2. Yes, Glory Days. The Glory Days were good this time.
2 was meh for me when I saw it. because it's just the villain. That's the only thing. The villain just got me. I'm not a big fan of the villain. It doesn't beat Syndrome.
Yeah, he was just some tech nerd guy with no powers, with that 0 point energy on his gauntlets. Yeah, killing the real heroes with the Omni droid and all that. Yeah, that's all he was jealous. He wanted to, so he was this big brain to build a giant toys and corporation and the Omni droid. You all know that shit, this and that. Yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Syndrome was better. Yeah, no, I don't care for the other one.
What other one?
And of course, everybody always remembers Edna.
Edna Mode. Yeah, she was savage. My God, you got in fat, darling. She was savage.
Yeah.
No kids. No kids. Yeah.
Hello. I asked you first. Oh, that's really mature, copying everything I say.
What's that from? What movie is that one?
The Grinch.
That's from the
Oh,
Grinch.
the Grinch. Oh, I like the one he shaved the mayor's head off. Oh, so I'm looking fabulous, trolling.
The 2000 movie.
Oh, yeah, that part. I remember that part.
He,
Here you go, Martha. Sorry, I didn't have time to wrap it.
remember he came crashing and landed his face on the woman's breast? That was savage.
Yeah. I'm trying to... Now that I've got you guys mentioning about that, the Grinch movie from 2018, the 2018 Grinch movie from Illumination Entertainment, that movie sucked.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I hate that movie. I hated it.
Yeah, I mean, it was all right overall, but my main critique with it was how they butchered Cindy Lou Who's original personality. We all remember Cindy Lou Who as being the shy, meek, timid one, but in the 2018 CGI movie from Illumination Entertainment, they didn't make her anywhere near, they didn't made her personality nowhere near the kind of personality that all of us remember from the 60s movie and the one from the 2000s.
Right.
That was the problem.
Right.
Yeah.
They're desperate. That's why it was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to share something, Firelord?
Well, I think that there's one particular game that you folks might have not heard of it yourselves, which is actually the game that I've been playing consistently for the majority of the part, even towards the beginning of 2023, that I really wanted to have all those years. Oh, fuck.
I might share a little bit of it for a while, but I'm not going to share too much of it because I kind of want to get the stream ending as soon as possible. If that makes sense. But I'll share it for a little bit so you guys can get the gist. It looks a lot similar to. It looks very similar to the Doom and Doom 2 game that I got.
Nice.
Except people keep referring to this game as a clone of Doom, which is completely underselling the product.
Oh, that game looks cool. You're playing Doom?
Yes, that's what it's
No,
called.
it's Power Slave.
Oh,
Power Slave.
As it's indicated by the top left of the corner of the title, that you could definitely see.
Oh, Power Slave.
Which is
It's pretty chill. Game's awesome.
Oh, I thought it was Doom at first.
It's sort of like Doom.
fuck. Yeah, much like Doom, except that it's set in the it's set in the ancient Egypt, for that matter.
Yeah, I can tell that from the bottom.
That looks cool.
Yep.
Yes.
He's throwing them grenades. It's a projectile.
Well, actually, this is this explodes upon impact, from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! I gotta deal with these fucking pests here. These motherfuckers are really giving me fucking headaches.
Mm-hmm.
But really, in all honesty, for what you can see here, it's set in the ancient Egypt. For what you can see here, now what you need to supposed to do, and I gotta be cautious on not killing myself by falling off like that. Not again. Not again.
Oh, you're
What you can
lucky.
see here, you're supposed to do things where you need to deal with by killing off these the mummies here and there, which you see here right now.
Right.
Got to deal with those fucking pests.
Mm-hmm.
But it can also deal a lot of damage. And you know what? I actually have done this game numerous times. Well, at least for a few times, for what I can remember, because this was giving me a lot of shit for what I would need to do with even with the highest difficulty that I did, which was, I think it was called, Pharaoh mode. Pharaoh difficulty. Oh, come on. I got to deal with another mummy behind me? Oh, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Not today, mummy. I ain't got time to deal with your shit. So He's giving me a lot of shit. Even I did it on the highest difficulty of them all, with no life pointer that you can see here on the bottom right here. So even that was proved to be challenging, but in the end, it was worth it.
Yeah.
In the end, it was worth it, and I beat the game in its entirety.
Mind if
Not
I
this
stop sharing
time.
now?
You can stop
Oh,
sharing
yes.
it now.
Okay.
They just fought against each other. What the? These
I'm sorry.
motherfuckers that were fighting each other, huh?
I'm sorry, but you said I could stop sharing, right? I didn't want to.
Yeah, you did. But the moment you just did that, they saw they were just fighting each other for arguing something what they supposed to do, but they failed doing what they should have done.
Okay.
Oh man, that was funny. That was funny.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
Well, I guess I'm gonna stop here for now. I'd like to give an additional thanks to all you guys for joining. Thank you, Firelord. Thank you, Lady M. Thank you, J Dog, and thank you, Outer Heaven. Thanks all of you for joining the stream. I hope to go live again, maybe sometime soon, at some point, maybe during Christmas Eve or during Christmas Day, or possibly sharing a movie one of those days, like I was talking to the others about. If you guys like this live stream, drop a like, share, comment, subscribe for more videos and streams, and I hope to see you all in the next video or stream. Take care, stay safe, especially at a time like this. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from 2023 going on to 2024, and bye-bye.
Bye.
See you all.
Bye.